Hello and welcome to StreetMotoZ. Hope everybody's doing well. Today is another one of the Ride Along with Mike videos. I'll talk a little bit, but I'll pretty much cruise around and just enjoy the ride. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about earplugs. Oh my gosh. It's a nasty term, earplugs. Most motorcycle riders, when they start riding motorcycles, don't realize how noisy it can be inside a helmet going down the road at 65 miles per hour when you don't have a windshield. Like me, I don't have a windshield here. I have a small one. I can duck behind it. But unless you have a large windshield in front of you, rough road ahead. Oh, this ought to be fun. I've never been down this road, so we're gonna find out what it's like. But if you don't have a windshield, you've heard of the naked bikes and a lot of the cruisers and motorcycles without windshields. Well, they get all the wind blasted on their chest and on their helmet, and it can get windy, noisy inside that helmet. I mean, actually really noisy. And it seems like you would want to not use earplugs because you want to be able to hear, but that noise is well over what it should be for your hearing. And a prolonged period of time, like more than 15 minutes, can start to impair your hearing slightly. And if you just keep riding that way for a long time, you're going to end up losing hearing. So most motorcycle riders do wear earplugs. Everyone that I have talked with and know about and known wear earplugs. A guy I know that has a gold wing, he has a full shield on his motorcycle, and he does not wear earplugs because the windshield blocks the wind and makes it somewhat of a nice, long, non-windy ride that he can go cruising on in his gold wing. So I wanted to let you know about that. What I do anytime I'm riding, I do have earplugs in. I've tried a few different kinds of earplugs. I've tried the foamy kind, and there's the thick foamy kind, and they're not comfortable. There's the really light foamy kind, and they don't really fit my ear real good and don't do a good job. I use a earplug that's designed for motorcycles. When I first got it, I had a lot of problems with it because one would become dislodged and it would get really loud in that ear, and the other ear would be nice and quiet. And that would happen over and over, and I thought there was a problem with the earplugs, but it turned out it was a problem with how I was putting them in my ear. I was putting them in my ear dry. I needed to wet the earplugs and put them in my ear slightly, just a little bit damp, and then they set in the ear and block the noise, you know, the wind noise. I can still hear everything else that's going on around me. I just don't have to listen to the wind noise in my helmet. One other thing I do wear is a scarf around my neck. It's like a 6-foot long scarf, maybe about 18 inches wide. It's a very breathable scarf, and it does allow wind to travel through it, and my neck doesn't get too hot. But what it does is it blocks a lot of the wind from coming into the helmet, so it reduces the wind noise even more. It's like really nice with a scarf and the earplugs. It took me a little while to get used to the earplugs, but once I got used to them, you know, a couple weeks, I'm doing pretty good. And it's a lot nicer. Wow, I haven't been over here. I have no idea where this road goes. So I do wear earplugs all the time when riding. The only time I don't wear them is if I'm in a parking lot doing slow practice maneuvers on the motorcycle. All right, I hope you enjoy the ride. We're running to the end of a point near Lake Murray, and it's probably going to dead end up here somewhere, maybe. We'll see. Ooh, here's a nice tight turn. All right, we're coming back from the way we came. There's the Murray Shores boat ramp. There's a few of those around. I call this explore riding. I'm exploring. I've never been down these roads before, and it's kind of interesting. You just never know what you're going to run up into, and you never know what the road's going to do. You never know what the quality of the road is going to be. So I don't go really fast down these roads. I go at least the speed limit, maybe a little faster than the speed limit sometimes, but it's always fun to explore. The weather's getting nice. It's starting to turn into the fall. You can see some leaves starting to change. There's some yellow leaves on that tree back there. This coming weekend, I'm going to have the privilege to ride up to Greer, South Carolina, and then I'm going to connect up with some friends up there, and we're going to ride from Greer up to the Pisgah Inn. It may be crowded, I hope not. And then we're going to ride back. That should be a really fun ride. I'm looking forward to it. It's one of my bucket list items. We're going to try to make a right here. So in preparation for riding up to Greer, it's a couple hours ride for me. I'm going to have the bike ready, check the tire pressure, make sure everything's clean, make sure the chain looks good, make sure it's full of gas, and then get my backpack, and I'm going to load it up with some overnight gear and a few tools and head out. We are in the woods. Oh, here's a lake. Here's the lake, Lake Murray. See quite a few pontoons and tritoons. This is a small part of the lake, just one of the fingers. Somebody's getting ready for Halloween. Did you see those statues? I don't know if you saw them. They were pretty awesome. This is a very small road. I would normally stay in this lane, but that large truck was almost riding on the center line. Ooh, we're not going to make a ride here. It's gravel. There's a beautiful field. There's an old barn and an old, very old house. You see chicken coops, and cows. And there's the farmer. That is a massive bull, that thing. Wow, well over 1,000 pounds. Almost feel like riding back and just looking at that bull again. I have not seen one that big before. Let's head back and check the bull out. Let's see if there's a place to turn around up here. This is a pretty area. A lot of these driveways are gravel, and I don't do gravel. Okay, we're coming up, I think, to a place where I can turn around. We're gonna go check out that bull. That thing was so big. Never seen a bull that big before. Just let the road clear. Anybody coming? That's where the slow maneuver practices come in really, really handy. Okay, let's see the big black cow. That cow is massive. Oh my God. I am not kidding you. I'm going to try to slow down and pull to the side of the road to look at this cow. The farm looks really nice. There he is. There he is. Look at that. Oh my goodness. His back is like almost 6 feet tall. At least 5 foot tall. I'm watching my rear here. Uh-oh, he's looking at me. How you doing, buddy? You are impressive. Wow. He's got the whole field to himself too. What a beast. Alright, we're gonna get going. That is impressive. He's all there too. That would probably be the breeding stud. he has got to be at least 1,200 pounds. I don't know. I'm not very good at estimating, but he is massive. Look at these old houses. That's the original house, probably for the farmer that lives here, or his ancestors. We're gonna whip around, do another U-turn up here, and drive by Mr. Black Cow. We call him Mr. because he is impressive. Little gravel here, gonna take it slow. All right. This is really a beautiful farm though. Well manicured, well taken care of. It's a lot of work to take care of a farm and keep it this good looking. There's some hard workers here. This just doesn't happen by itself. Everybody weighs over here. There's Mr. Black Cow. Wow, he's big. Here's another old house. Looks like a, you know, probably from early 1920s or before. The really old houses, they used to not paint. They just had wood. And then they got to where they put shingles on the side of the house. And then that evolved into brick and siding and other things. But the real old ones are just wood all the way around. Oh, this is 378. I know where I am now. Let's go around there's Mike's Automotive. Hey, and you're riding with Mike. That's not my place though. Let's go cruise around the traffic circle. What do you think? How many times do you think we ought to cruise around it? At least 2. You might have seen the traffic circle in one of the other videos, but it's a massive, very big traffic circle. Somebody gets to cut the grass in the middle. It's close to the Dollar Tree and the Family Dollar. There's a lot of dollars right there. And the DG market. And the Circle Fire Department. traffic circle, fire department. Seems like there would be yield signs here, but I think this is old school. There's stop signs. I try to do slow moves here so where I don't have to put my feet down. That's another thing you can practice. We're going to go around the traffic circle a few times. It looks pretty clean, pretty good road, no gravel. Alright, we made it around once, let's do it one more time. Circle Diner, Circle Outfitters. Alright, we're gonna get off, head back. Lexington, 19 miles, Columbia 31. That's where all the dollars go. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this ride with Mike. And we got to see some pretty cool stuff. The cow, the bull was definitely pretty cool. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. And don't forget, it's not about the destination, it's about the ride, baby! Woo! Yeah! Still got my Dragonfly, buddy.